Hey there, folks. Today we're going to talk about grip pressure. All right, Ben, one of my biggest problems is my support hand grip diverting the muzzle left when I apply grip pressure. My wrist moves into extension. Okay. Can you explain proper support hand technique, such as hand placement, where the force from come? At what point in the presentation process do you apply tension to the gun? That's okay. Pretty good questions here. All right. So think about it like this. We have this void. Okay, so there's this void here. Eh, right, this part. All right. The void on the gun is the part that I want to grip with my support hand. Now, what I'm trying to do is like as the gun's in recoil, my support hand is going to stay connected to it. Right. And I mean exactly the same relationship is the best. Like you shouldn't feel any slippage in the gun. I mean, even shooting lots and lots of rounds really fast. They that my hands should just be locked on the gun, if that makes sense. Like nothing should be moving. So I need to create sufficient force so my hand, again, is clamped onto the gun and it's just friction force, right? So the gun's going to want to slide away from my hand and I need to clamp down enough that it does not do that. Uh, what I like to conceptualize is I'm getting my hand to fill the void and I'm grabbing the back of my fingers of my firing hand, not trying to grip them, but it's like I kind of brace on my fingers and then clamp into the gun. So brace here, clamp here. The way that I find it is I run my hand into the trigger guard, brace, clamp in. And again, the idea is to fill this void entirely because like the more surface area that I use, right, the less the gun's going to want to slide around. Now, as far as engaging other muscles, like that's going to be a problem. So if you want to like grab something really hard, if you start bearing down and getting your whole arm and your shoulder involved, that's not necessary and it's counterproductive. So the idea is like I don't do that. I just want to hold the gun with my hands and there'll be a little bit of tension in my wrist because those tendons come tight. So it's like I'm just trying to use my hand. That's really the key thing. Now, why? And again, that's just so I don't get other muscles involved that don't need to be, and that just makes everything harder. The more muscle you use, the harder it is to do it consistently, is a good way to think about it. Now, when should you apply the pressure? Like to me, like I want the pressure on before the gun gets up to my eye line. Okay, so gun comes out of the holster, I'll be gripping it, below my chest level. And then again, by the time I'm looking down the sights at a target, all the pressure should be on and like the gun should be ready to fire. The way that I'll think about it is if I see the color of my sight up there, I want to be able to react to that if it's appropriate. So the pressure has to be on. I can't be like pissing around with adding or changing grip pressure once the gun's at full extension. So anyway, I hope this helps. We'll see.